Hey there, welcome to Mub Travel Destinations. Today's video is going to be about Sri Lanka. But before we begin, please subscribe to our channel. It will help us grow and encourage us to make more and more videos for you. Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka, formerly known as Ceylon. This is a beautiful independent country in the South Asia surrounded by the Indian Ocean with a population of around 22 million. An important point to note here is that it's not a part of India and it's an independent country just situated very close to India. This little island country is also known as the Pearl of the Indian Ocean, well deserving so, as this is a paradise with so much of natural beauty, rich biodiversity, gems and historical and cultural values. Before we dig deep into more and more interesting facts about this magical tiny paradise, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. This will encourage me to make more and more videos like this and keep the community growing. Colombo is the capital of Sri Lanka and also the largest city of Sri Lanka by its population. The main airport, which is the Bandaranaike International Airport, is in Colombo, and Colombo has been popular always since ancient days due to its geographical location and large harbour. Colombo is usually very busy and crowded but has some prominent landmarks like the Colombo National Museum, Vihara Mahadevi Park and the Zoological Gardens and more. And you can easily travel to any part of the country from here via bus, train or hired vehicles and taxis. The history of Sri Lanka dates back to many thousand years. You are able to witness the magnificent historical ruins of the ancient kingdoms of Anuradhapura and Polonnaru at large and many more around the country. Sigiriya is very popular among tourists, which has been named a World Heritage Site and the 8th wonder of the world. And this rock fortress area was also once the kingdom of King Kashyapa and now one of the most visited places in Sri Lanka by tourists. Due to its geographical location and strategic importance, Sri Lanka had been invaded by different parties like the Portuguese, Dutch and the English from time to time. So you will see buildings and forts that were built by them around the country as well. In the most recent history, Sri Lanka suffered from a 26-year civil war which ended in 2009 and been developing since. This island is not only known for its natural beauty and wonderful beaches and ruins of their ancient kingdoms but also packed with a large number of wildlife including elephants. There are so many national parks around the country where you can go on a safari and just enjoy the wild. Or you can take a boat and go to see the whales, dolphins and the coral reefs. This country just has it all, and the best part is that different locations are so close apart and you can reach to any of these places and do whatever you wish to do in a short span of time. The weather throughout the year is warm, and it's amazing because you can drive to the very cold Nuwara from anywhere in the country within hours. This little tropical country has wet and dry seasons, unlike the typical 4 seasons which most countries have, and upland areas are cooler and the coastal areas are a little warmer. Nuwara area, which is in the central area of the country, is usually the coolest and also known as Little England. Best time to visit depends on the monsoons, and usually December to April is the best, where the weather is good to most parts of the country, especially the southern coastal areas and even Nuwara area. And July to October is good to visit the eastern coastal areas. Sri Lanka is a multinational state, and Sinhalese is the majority, and it's known as a Buddhist country. Most people are fluent in English as well, so communication won't be a big problem, especially in larger towns and touristy areas, and they use LKR or Sri Lankan rupees as their currency. You can do water sports like surfing, wakeboarding, etc., snorkelling, diving, whale and dolphin watching. Go on a safari to explore wildlife, especially elephants and leopards. Do a hike to experience magnificent views from the top of a cliff, or go on a waterfall expedition, or a boat ride, or just simply relax on a wondrous beach. This island is rich with it all. So come visit Sri Lanka. Check in the link for the next video on a quick guide to the places I think you should visit when you are here in Sri Lanka. And I'll also put a link for the longer videos with much more insight in the description below.